Okay guys, I am back today to do another video game review. I wanted to start with a collection video, and this is kind of going to be a mixture of some Game Gear stuff and some Game Boy stuff, Advance, Color, all of that. I wanted to start off by saying I was actually going through my Nintendo NES collection, and I found some more NES games. I found some game called Nintendo World Championships. I don't even know what this is. It looks like it's a homemade game. It just has some kind of sticker on the cover. Yeah, I'm totally full of shit. If you know anything about NES games, Nintendo World Championships is the rarest and most valuable, probably video game ever. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, I should have said something like that in my NES collection video. But so anyway, here is a really dusty case for a Sega Game Gear. You can see it says Sega on the cover. And when you open it up, it's kind of like a briefcase. It holds your Sega Game Gear games. You can see you got the Game Gear inside it. You got the adapter right here. And I only have 3 games for this. This is also something my brother picked up at a flea market. But I'll take the Game Gear out here and show you. This is the actual Sega Game Gear. This thing was a beast. I think it took like 6 AA batteries to run this. Just for the time, I guess it was cool because it was a color portable handheld. But I think you also had the Wonder Swan and some other things. But yeah, this just took a lot of batteries. I personally found a lot of the games to be very slow. X-Men and stuff like that, you just move really slow in the Game Gear games. Here is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Let me take it out of its case. So you have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 here for the Sega Game Gear. I actually have Sonic DX Adventure or Sonic Adventure, something like that, for the GameCube, and you can unlock all the Game Gear games, some Sega Genesis games. It's awesome. I really love that game for the GameCube. It was way before Virtual Console and all that stuff. I can't get this thing closed. What the hell is it? Snap? It's gonna drive me nuts. So anyway, moving on, we have Pac-Man for the Sega Game Gear. My Game Gear games, really, like I said, this is all from a flea market. My brother saw it, thought it was a good deal, so he picked it up. These aren't like games we got as kids or anything, so it's just a random collection of games, like Pac-Man here. Yeah, just straight up Pac-Man. And the last game, never really heard of. It's the Majors Pro Baseball. Put that one close. Whatever. But yeah, so I thought this was kind of a cool thing to have. He showed it to me, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And you know, it's cool that it comes with a Sega case and everything, so I thought that was kind of a cool thing. Not really a lot of Game Gear stuff I have. I have played a ton of Game Gear games, though. I played all the X-Men games. Mojo's Revenge, I think, is one. Arcade's Revenge, something like that. And they're pretty fun games. The cool thing about the X-Men games for Game Gear is it had a lot of the characters from the 90s TV show that you always wanted to play as, like Bishop, Rogue, just a ton of random characters the console games never got. So I thought that was always a cool feature. Now for my Game Boy Advance stuff. This is not all my Game Boy stuff. I have every single Game Boy. I have the gray, huge version. I have the color. I have the Game Boy Advance, of course. This is my Game Boy Advance. I actually have 2 of these. I have the link cable that you put into the GameCube. I do not have a Super Game Boy, though, unfortunately. And I have the SP, the little tiny Game Boy. I have one of those. Or the Micro, that's what it is. And I do have this, which is this is an SP. So this is an actual SP Game Boy. And it has a game inside of it. Let's see which game's in here. The game in here is Super Mario World Mario Advance 2. So, awesome game. It's basically just Super Mario World, which is a fantastic game. However, it adds Yoshi coins, so you have like more of a reward for going through and collecting all these extra coins, which I think is cool, which is one reason I really love Super Mario 3 Advance. And then I just have some actual games here. I figure I'll show the boxes, because I do have the boxes for these. This is a Mario Kart clone, however it's by Konami, and it is Crazy Racers. This is a pretty cool Game Boy game. For a Mario Kart clone, they did a great job, I thought. You have the Mystical Ninja, Dracula, I think that's Ninja from Metal Gear. I'm not really sure, but all different types of characters in this. And then, of course, we have Mario World 2. Or Mario World Mario Advance 2. Here is Castlevania Circle of the Moon. That is an awesome Castlevania Metroidvania type game. Really good game here. I got this in 2002. Here's another one. I saw this. I thought $10 is a great deal. Fortress. Now this game's pretty cool because it's kind of like Tetris. However, you stack the blocks to build forts, and you're fighting other people like these Vikings and knights. There's different time periods. Really cool game. You can go in the future, pirates, all types of stuff. If you can see the back here, it is very much like Tetris. Then I have an X-Men game, X-Men Reign of Apocalypse. This game I wanted so bad, and when I finally got it, it is so monotonous. Like, you do the same thing over and over again, and you're really just driving your fingers crazy on that circle pad trying to do like these special moves to fight these guys. And I mean, there is some enjoyment to be had in it, but all the characters pretty much play the same. You're just trying to use the superpowers. There's a little picture of the back. And yeah, it was just, you can play as Rogue here, you can play as Storm, you can play as Cyclops, and you can play as Wolverine. And the only way to play like a versus mode fighting is if the other person has a Game Boy with the game. You link them up, and then you can fight as other characters who are villains. Like, there's a storyline, I believe, it's been years since I played this, but there's a storyline, I think, where like some of the X-Men are under control, like Gambit and Nightcrawler, and you have to fight them as enemies with the main four. And the only way to play as those characters, like Nightcrawler and Gambit, is to link up. And I mean, I could never find somebody to do that who would also have the game. I have no idea what happened to this box, but this is The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. And this game is fantastic. For the Game Boy Color, you can play some type of extra mode with Oracle of Ages. However, I only had Seasons, and I just played it through, and I was instantly hooked on this game. It's just so much fun. Gameplay's perfect. Everything you'd expect in a Zelda game. So on to some more Game Boy games here. I have my first Game Boy game, so dusty, which is Super Mario World Advance. And it's basically just a version of Super Mario Bros. 2 for the regular Nintendo, just with better graphics, kind of like the All-Stars version. And you can go through and get Yoshi coins as well. They include Super Mario Bros., the original game, where you can like bounce enemies up and then run them over. Here's the game for Fortress. Here is the cartridge for the X-Men game. Here is the Game Boy Color game for Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Here is a original Game Boy game, Miss Pac-Man. Here is the game for Crazy Racers. And let's see here. Here's the game for Castlevania Circle of the Moon. And I actually believe my Mario Kart, I have Mario Kart Advance, I think that's in my Game Boy Micro. So I don't have that one out available right here. And the last 3 games I have that I haven't shown yet are Spider-Man, Mysterio's Menace. And this is a pretty cool game. It's fun. It's like a side-scroller. And you can go through different levels, like a casino with disco music playing. I thought it was a fun game. And you can collect unlockables and eventually get like Black Suit Spidey, Iron Man Spidey. So there was a lot of fun to be had in the Spider-Man game. I liked it. It had unique villains. It had Hammerhead, who's not really a villain in a lot of Spider-Man games. So I thought that was cool. Then I have Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3. And my last game is Fire Pro Wrestling for the Game Boy Advance. Now, if you know anything about the Fire Pro Wrestling series, it's basically just a Japanese series of wrestling games where they have characters that resemble famous wrestlers like Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant. They just call them something else because of the copyrights. However, the Create a Wrestler mode is very extensive. You can create basically anyone. And it's considered one of the best fighting games of all time, just the Fire Pro series in general, because of how much customization it allows. I think this one even has like some deathmatch stuff. You can have like an exploding cage match, all types of cool stuff. So yeah, this is one of my favorite games also. But yeah guys, that's it really. I just wanted to do a video showing some of this Game Gear stuff, some of my Game Boy games, and hopefully I'll be able to find some more cool stuff for a video collection next week. I still have all my DS games to go through, all my GameCube games, which is in the hundreds, and all my Wii games, which is probably over 100. So yeah, I still have a lot of games to go through. I hope you guys like these videos. Leave your thoughts on it in the comments below. And I guess I'll be picking one of these games to do a review on right after this video. So I hope you guys like that, and thanks for watching.